Good morning, YouTubers. This is Bud coming to you from beautiful Honolulu, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. It's about 80 degrees. We got a little bit of a trade, so I hope that doesn't become a problem. We have a tropical storm, which was a hurricane, just sitting off our coast right now, so it's going to get wet tomorrow. There's some things I'd like to talk to you about this morning, and of course, it's about marijuana and hemp. And I want to talk to you about some things that I've been researching, and I want to see if you agree with them or not. But I've been looking at what our country's done in the past. Now, we've made poisonous gas, deadly viruses, researched nuclear weapons, fusion, fission, both of them. We've suspended, I think, a lot of our personal freedoms in the Patriot Act. And we've given up our freedom for security, which would make people like Jefferson and Washington and Adams turn over in their graves and pull their muskets back out, because they probably wouldn't believe the freedoms that we've given up. Except for prohibition, I don't think our country's ever repealed a law once it's enacted it. And so if you tried to look at the laws that you're required to follow, it would take you more than a lifetime just to read the laws. So anyway, when you look at the plant hemp/marijuana, and or what I like to call it, which is its legal name, is cannabis sativa. If you look at the plants, what it can do for our country, and America for Hemp has made this very clear. His website's, of course, a lot better than mine, because he keeps his message short, and I understand why. But there's some things I want to bring out today. Of course, you know it's the number one medicine. If you use it, you understand that. It's could be the number one food source for nutrients, because the seeds have some omega fats in them. They have some vitamins and nutrients. The plant can be used for soil reclamation, for soils that have been damaged. It can be used for synthetic plastics, fuel. If you haven't had any hemp clothes, I recommend that you get a pair of hemp pants and shirt. It wickers really well in the heat and doesn't mold or mildew, and the fiber lasts forever. The shirt will lose its color long before it loses its ability to be worn, and they are comfortable. Hemp can be used for, like I said, building materials. You can actually make a very strong synthetic building out of hemp. It's similar to the fibers that are used on the bombers, the B-1 and the F-17, which is a fiber resin. When our country talks about human rights, and we're always looking to China and Russia and North Korea and Afghanistan, I think about the 700,000 people that were arrested and in prison for cannabis use last year. And I'm thinking, how can we say that we are number one on human rights when we imprison more people than any country in the world? Makes you think a little bit, doesn't it? I think we need to look at hemp as a source of an economy for our country. But that's impossible right now, because the DEA has classified marijuana as a class 1 drug equal to heroin. So you can't even do research in this country on hemp. Doesn't that stop make you think? It's actually a cottage industry, because you have the police that profit from it, you have the DEA which profits from it, you have the local police that are going to profit from it, and you also have the rehabilitation industry that's involved with it. Most people that get arrested are forced into treatment. So if you look at 93% of the people that are in treatment right now, it's court ordered. Somehow that seems wrong. I would like to talk to you about how can we change laws. Well, you can write your president, you can write your congressman. Those are good starts. You can join organizations such as American for Safe Access, the Marijuana Project, or NORM. And those are things that all of us can do. You got to look at these organizations and ask a question: are they heading the direction you want? And can they get there as a group? I think they got to unite. But when you talk to people in these organizations, that seems to be the least thing they want to do. Now, last but not least, I think another thing that we can do as individuals is get a YouTube camera like I've done and make videos and get the word out there one video at a time. So I hope that you've appreciated this. I would love some comments on this. If you agree or disagree, check out some of my other videos. The beaches are designed for your pleasure. And come out here someday and let's have some fun. I'd really like to get to meet you, my brothers and sisters out there in YouTube, and it's been a pleasure bringing these videos to you, and I hope you've enjoyed them. I'll be off the air for about a week. My son's going to Micronesia as part of his job, and he's taking this camera with him, so I've asked him to bring me some beaches from Micronesia for you. So until about a week from now, I wish you health. Spend some time with your family and loved ones. Give them all a hug because we all need those. And peace and aloha. Later, my friends. On the flip side.